After seeing that, I don't give a about smoking that shit. I don't give a about it.
I just don't get why you didn't call us at all.
Do you want help or no?
Yeah, I want my door closed.
Yeah, well, let me talk to you.
Close my door. What is you doing opening my door?
6 seconds, I got a file.
All right.
If you need
Bye.
it.
Bye.
Leave the door open.
No,
Stop.
no,
You tell me that. Was he buckled
I
in?
was sleeping.
Where was your son at?
I was sleeping. He was on this side.
Who was driving?
My brother. He said here.
The worst cases cops deal with involve innocent children who are at the mercy of their parents. From parents who leave their children in cars to the ones who don't even notice their kids falling out of the car. Let's get into these cases when hero cops rescue kids from their terrible parents.
What's Poppy's name?
Papa.
Papa. Okay. Do you know what he's wearing? You have clothes.
It was May 14th, 2024, when cops received an alarming phone call about a 3-year-old girl locked inside an SUV in the parking lot of the West Palm Beach Sam's Club. A woman rescued the girl, who was red in the face and sweating profusely. The police arrived almost immediately.
We're gonna find him.
They found her in the car when they pulled up.
Your nose is
She's
running
sweating pretty
big
good?
time.
Yeah. Okay. Hi.
Papi.
What's Poppy's name?
Papa.
Papa. Okay. Do you know what he's wearing? You have clothes.
Papa.
It's okay. What?
Here, have a sip. Have a sip. It's okay. Just breathe. Just breathe. Oh, I'm sorry. Just breathe. Blow your nose. Papa.
Do you know Poppy's name?
Her cheeks is not as red as they were.
What's Daddy's name?
She was in this car.
Where's Poppy's name?
She was in this car with the windows up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. Sweetie, come with me. Yeah, it's okay.
She was in tears when the officers arrived, and there was no sign of her father yet. They weren't able to get much information out of her since she only seemed to speak Spanish. But in the meantime, she'd be checked out by paramedics.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
Papi.
¿Dónde está papi? ¿Adentro? Ok. ¿Cómo se llama papi?
Raúl.
Raúl. Okay. ¿Cuántos años tiene? Te voy a chequear rápido, ¿ok? Todo está bien, ¿ok? ¿Algo te duele?
Are you able to check the cameras and see?
I have someone doing it.
Oh, they're doing it already for us?
Yeah, she said she's going to call me back.
I don't want to announce them yet. I want to see while they're checking around how long it's going to take the police to come out here.
Okay.
This girl will be gone by now.
Which car?
We've been out here for what? 10 minutes?
Which car was she in? The red one?
When paramedics spoke Spanish to the girl and they were finally able to communicate, this cute little girl was visibly relieved. The cops were now on a mission to find this reckless father, and they were curious to see how long it would take the man to actually realize his mistake.
Hey, hold, stop.
My baby.
She's fine. Why'd you leave her in the car?
Ese. Me lo vi.
Come here. Why'd you leave her in the car?
Tony. Mira aquí mi carro.
Dad's coming over now for Black Hat.
Yeah, 10-12, I believe. No. Hey. Then you need someone to translate for me in Spanish.
Sir, it's not a request. Do it. Do it.
The man's extremely shocked attitude as he ran to the scene did not fool anyone. It was a challenge to communicate with him because he only spoke Spanish, and the officers had to get quite stern with him before he called the girl's mom. Meanwhile, another officer was talking to the woman who found the child alone and crying.
So I got out of the car and I peeked my head in there, made sure nobody else was in there, and it was a kid. And so he got out and went in to the store, like the cart lady. I'm not sure who it was. I stayed with the kid and I was talking to her through the car because I didn't want to just open the car door until there was people around. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she was saying no. She was crying and I was like, "Do you want me to open the door?" And she said yes. So I called Tajay, and then he was walking out with the girl, and then once Tajay and the girl from Sam's Club were here, I opened the door. I picked her up out of the car. She was very flushed. She looked like she'd been in there for a while.
Okay.
Bawling her eyes out. She didn't speak English. All she could really say was Papa. So it was hard to understand or get her, but they then called inside. We're looking for him, and I stayed out here with her and gave her my water and helping her just calm.
This good Samaritan very likely saved the little girl's life that day, and it's a miracle that she was there at the right time. On the other hand, the father claimed that he was so preoccupied with shopping for a Mother's Day gift that he forgot the kid in the car.
Sit over here.
He's okay. You okay? You okay? Okay.
My baby, my life.
Okay.
No tengo antecedentes, no tengo una multa.
I don't speak Spanish, so just uno. Just stay here, okay? Stay.
Sí, no problema.
Thanks.
And she was standing up. Like her car seat's here, but she was standing up.
So she wasn't in the car seat.
No.
She was.
And every door was locked except this one. So I'm assuming she was trying to open the door to get out. And that's why the car alarm was going off when we pulled in. Now, this is all speculation, obviously.
Okay.
But that's why it was going off. And so then I was like, are you okay? And she was like, no. And we were talking through the car until somebody else was close. And then I opened the door.
Was she crying at that point? Do you remember? Okay.
Yep.
How long?
She was in the car for 31 minutes.
The father waited with the girl and the officer inside the ambulance, but the man's sudden concern for his daughter came too late. Being stuck inside a hot car can be fatally dangerous for a young child within 15 minutes, and this young girl was in the car for an alarming 31 minutes.
Y la niña dentro del carro. Parece a lo mejor se lo olvidó, no sé qué, si él a lo mejor está pasando algo.
No, se lo tiene que haber olvidado. Él siempre viene con la niña, no le pasó nada.
The girl's okay? She's okay. Está bien la niña. She's hot, like her cheeks are real. Can she see? Yeah. So ask mom if she feels more comfortable if she gets checked out by a doctor. It's been 30 minutes. Okay. ¿Cómo se llama usted? ¿Usted se sentiría mejor si la llevan al hospital para que un doctor la vea? Where's mom's car? ¿Dónde está su carro? Un amigo lo trajo. ¿Y el carro tuyo? No, mom got brought by a friend.
In the meantime, the mother of the young girl had arrived on scene and quite shockingly was defending her husband. Thankfully, she turned her focus to caring for her daughter, and the main priority was to ensure the girl was unharmed.
Okay. Tell mom to go in the car and the AC and get her cooled off. Okay.
Me fui a un cuarto de bolsero, pero la bajé, no la dejé intencionalmente, ¿me entiendes? Cuando me di cuenta, he vino corriendo, he pasado 15 minutos corriendo de la niña. ¿Me entiendes? No fue una cosa como es un error humano, yo la dejé por...
¿No te acuerdas como a qué hora llegaste?
No, jefe, no. Yo estoy ahora mismo...
Okay.
No pasó mucho por entrar, no.
Entonces tú llegaste aquí, saliste del carro, se te olvidó que la niña estaba en el carro, entraste a Sam's Club, hiciste lo que hiciste adentro, ¿y qué pasó? ¿Alguien te vino a buscar?
No, yo salí corriendo, la niña, pensé,
¿Cómo cuánto tiempo pasó cuando te fijaste?
No sé si el jefe,
¿No sabes?
15 minutos,
15 minutos.
reacciono más o menos, digo, ay, la niña, yo vengo corriendo, y ya no sé, no en el carro, ahora sí me pensé, oficial, bueno, como padre, si usted es padre, digo,
yo no
estoy contento, bueno, que un día será, o sobrino, que la niña está bien, eso es una cosa, es un pedazo tuyo, y vaya, me siento más mal yo, pues no sé cómo explicarlo.
Yeah.
Yo no tengo problema, no tengo un ticket, yo no tengo nada.
The father tried his best to gain sympathy from the officers and to convince them that this was just a simple mistake. But even if it was, it could have led to fatal consequences, and the little girl would have paid the ultimate price.
Él quiere darte saber por el futuro, que trates de acordarte que los niños se pueden morir dentro de minutos con este calor que hace. Ayer mismo respondí una llamada en el hospital, donde la mamá dejó al niño en el carro, pero ella salió del carro, la puerta desenllagó y ella fue a abrir la parte de atrás del carro para sacar el...
El ID me lo dieron a mí, creo.
Sí. Ahí te vas a sentar. voy a poner el cinturón.
Dios mío.
No te preocupes, esto no significa nada.
Estoy en lío de recibir la residencia, no, aparte,
No, esto no está.
estoy contento porque lo principal es que mi niña está bien, ¿me entiendes? Vaya, a mí como si lo que pasa conmigo no me interesa, ¿me entiendes? Lo principal, gracias a ustedes, le quiero dar las gracias, actuaron rápido.
Esto no te va a afectar, no te preocupes. Porque realmente no es criminal. Un accidente. Pero por lo que pasó, como es niña y todo eso, te tiene que llevar. Pero el juez va a decir todo. Dentro de 24 horas, probablemente mañana en la mañana lo vas a ver. ¿Ok? Dale, man.
Strangely enough, the man's shopping cart had a lot of beer in it, but no sign of a Mother's Day gift. The man was very apologetic to the very end, even though there was no way of knowing if he was sincere. Do you think this close call will teach this father a lesson? The irresponsible father was charged with child neglect and leaving a child unattended in a car. On the 3rd of June, 2024, Las Cruces police officers paid a visit to 40-year-old New Mexico mom Yvonne Lagarde in response to her child seeking help from a librarian after being beaten so badly with a metal mop that welts were visible. And this event was just the first of the 2 child abuse charges she received that week, with the second one being much worse.
I heard him inside. Police department. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Huh?
I was in the bathroom because we're fixing our bathroom.
Okay. You're Yvette?
Yeah, Yvonne.
Sorry, Yvonne, Yvette.
Yes.
Yvette. Okay, well, Miss Yvette, you have Yvonne, you have a warrant out for your arrest, okay? So we need you to come.
Can I get my shoes?
We'll get your shoes in just in a second, okay?
What happened?
Hold on. What's going on?
She's got a warrant. Go step back.
Okay, let me get her shoes.
Yeah, grab
Get her
shoes.
shoes.
Why am I getting arrested?
It took a while for the woman to appear when officers knocked on her door, and they wasted no time in arresting her. Allegedly, the suspect beat the child because, in her opinion, the child didn't clean their backyard properly. Shockingly, this wasn't the worst punishment she'd given her child.
Am I gonna get a bond?
There's no bond right now.
Okay. Easy. Wait, why is her getting arrested? She didn't do nothing. She didn't do.
Look, listen, it's not us. She's gonna get out later, okay, when she has a bond, and she's gonna have her date in court to explain what happened, okay? I'm assuming you guys know kind of what this is about.
Just watch the baby.
Can you get her shoes though? Because it's hot.
Yeah, and she's barefoot.
It'll be okay.
Ready, get my phone. Do
you want your phone to come with you?
Before the woman was led from the premises, her other children came outside, and they weren't too thrilled about their mother's arrest. Perhaps they weren't handling this too well because they knew things would be much worse once she returned.
You know what? I wanted to say bye to Leo, but he's been to me. Okay, this one right here. I wanted to say bye to the baby, but it's okay. Just watch over him for me. No, just watch him for me, please. My baby's autistic. My baby's autistic.
He's gonna, if he see you like that, he's gonna be in prison. I'm gonna hug my wife real quick.
He's right there.
I'm sorry, baby. Make sure I'm gonna get you out.
Yeah, you'll see the judge in the morning, okay? We'll get you out of here.
You'll be
So
out
all the
tomorrow,
neighbors
for
are gonna
sure.
be coming
I
out.
want to put these socks on. I'm gonna put these socks on.
Oh, you want to put these ones on
I
her?
want to put these. Yeah, anyone. Okay. Anyone. We're not doing, man.
No, I
It's
don't want
not
her to
that
fall.
serious,
I don't want her to
man.
fall.
It's not that serious,
You
bro.
don't even care about me. You're being to me. Like if I committed this.
It's okay. It's okay. They just doing their job.
Not him.
Just be nice, bro. Please. Just be nice, man. You know the situation.
Watch my baby.
I got him. You know I got him. You know I got him.
Call my job tomorrow.
I'm about to call the people right now.
As the woman waits to be taken to jail, her husband and her kids came out to hug her. If she's truly a violent mother, her being coddled and defended like this is pretty annoying. But perhaps that's why she's never put an end to her abusive behavior.
Ma'am, I'm just gonna search you real quick before you get in the car. Do you have any pockets? Okay, no pockets, nothing in your bra or anything like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's just one of those things. We gotta check you regardless. Do you have underwear on underneath this? Okay. You don't have like money or anything in your bra? You'd be surprised at the things I find in women's bras. Oh, hold on just a second.
I got autistic baby that pulls on everything, so I don't want anything like that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Watch my babies. Watch my Leo.
Go and have a seat for me.
The woman was taken to jail and booked in for child abuse, but she was released the very next day. However, only 3 days later, the cops were back at her house with a second warrant for her arrest.
Is there a way we can meet with you before work right now? Oh, well, it's gonna take like 2 minutes, I promise you. We could even do it like in front of your work if you want.
You can ask her until you see what she thinks.
For that one that they called me yesterday, the couple trying to arrest me for, because I already paid that.
Wait, you don't have a warrant?
That's what he's saying. But this cop yesterday was standing at my house yesterday when I got off from work, and he got an emergency call, and he told me that I had a warrant for a municipal court, because like that, he's never going to take care of me.
Oh no, we're not here for that.
This time, she was unwilling to come outside, but the officers were there for her latest abuse scandal. She'd caught her children vaping and forced them to smoke a lot of real cigarettes. The officers had to set up a ruse, and eventually they convinced her to meet them at Walmart.
How's it going? You Ivan?
Yes, I'm Ivan.
Ivan, what's your last name?
Lagardi.
Lagardi.
Yes.
And we're the ones talking to you over the
Speaker at
the
the house.
speaker?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you okay? What's
No,
going on?
I'm scared.
Why are you
telling
scared?
you because last time I got arrested
For what?
for the child abuse because my son was vaping and they accused me of abusing him.
Is that what happened?
With my son, yeah.
Okay.
So like, I'm like, the judge let me out on what's it called on strict stipulations. I'm like, I don't need to get in trouble no more.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen, okay?
Okay.
Let me hold on to that real quick while I talk to you. This? Okay, so you still have that warrant out
For what? For
the child abuse.
what? There it is.
They put it out.
The detective put a new warrant out.
They just put it out yesterday.
What?
Yes.
Let me, Alma.
Hold on. You can talk to her.
During the cigarette incident, one of the children became sick. The woman pepper sprayed the child, a punishment she commonly used on her children. For this reason, a new warrant was issued, and she was placed in handcuffs once again.
With me, like, when am I going to see the judge or what? Like,
Well, today is Thursday? Probably see him by noon today, maybe.
come on, I can't lose my job.
I'll call your job. I'll talk to him personally.
We don't have to, we have to let them know any details.
They already know what's going on with me. Like, I can't not lose my job.
I'll tell them that you're being very compliant with this.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. I'll get the information for you in a second. All right, but we're gonna put you in the back of my partner's car right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What do you want to go with you? Just this?
Yeah, just my phone.
Okay, hold on.
Can I call my husband?
Your husband?
Yeah, tell him I'm getting arrested.
Who, Lorenzo?
Yeah.
I'll call him. Okay, I'll call him.
The woman seemed to be a lot more worried about her job than her kids, and this showed a lot about her priorities. Her husband, Lorenzo, had faced his own child abuse case after beating one of the children with an electric cord. Looks like these two bring out the worst behavior in each other.
I'm not gonna lie to you about why we did it. I 100% lied to you on why we made sure we brought you over here.
I was in hiding.
We didn't want you to find out what we're there for, and then you not come out, and then we have to get SWAT to come out, and then it's just a whole ordeal, okay? All right, so it's better that we did it this way, all right?
Yeah. But I just don't understand why, like.
Because had we told you,
So if they release me on that, you think I'm gonna get in trouble for picking up with the judge not letting me out no more?
No, I think you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. This is a whole different.
Yeah, but he told me I can't get in trouble. Was it the same day?
Yeah. He told you that? You want to smoke before you
I don't smoke.
The officers tried to explain to the woman why they'd set up the ruse to detain her this way, and now thankfully she had nowhere to run. The officers were very accommodating towards the woman, perhaps even a bit too accommodating, offering her a smoke before the ride to jail.
I do want you to understand, we had to go about it this way. Okay? Had we told you that you were, there was a felony warrant for child abuse, okay, you would have been on the run, you would have done something else, okay? We wanted to avoid any type of incident or situation, okay? For the safety of everyone, especially you, specifically you, okay?
Can you see if you guys can put me in court right now so I won't miss work?
We'll talk to them right now, okay?
I have bills to pay.
I know. We'll talk to them right now, okay? The earlier you go in, the better, okay? Okay? I promise you. And I'm gonna do my best to make sure that Brett understands the totality of circumstances, okay? All right? I will let him know that you were very compliant in this whole situation, the whole investigation, okay? All right?
Thankfully, the officers caught the woman in their clever little trick, and they weren't wrong for assuming she'd try and run. Since 2013, this woman faced a total of 27 counts of child abuse. So how she still has custody of her kids at this point is a mystery.
That's the only reason why I had her outside, is because I had a little sleep on her. Yeah, you guys already rolling up. Sorry, you're first. Okay, let's see the judge first.
I'll see the judge too.
Yeah, it's early. It's only what? It's only 8. I thought it was like 8 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Where you going?
Unfortunately, it's not.
No?
No, maybe tomorrow. Because they've been backlogged. So they've been trying to catch up with everything. Yesterday.
As she was placed in the police van to be taken to jail, her hopes of seeing the judge that day were shattered. She'd be missing work and sleeping in jail for another night. But after all the horrible things she's done so far, frankly, these are just small consequences.
I mean, I already missed work. I don't miss my job.
No, I understand. But yeah, like I said, the detention center, they can tell you more. As far as I understood, even if coming in like today, it still has to come in, wait for the judge to put you through, and they take you the very next morning.
So it's like tomorrow, you know?
That I don't know. I know it's long before 12, but I don't know how long they take or how quickly they are over there. I know they take large groups of people all the time throughout the day, but it's through magistrate, which is usually the court that goes the quickest. So, no problem.
She was going straight to jail, but given the woman's history, chances were low that any of this would make this woman change behavior. The Flagler County Sheriff's Department responded to a shocking situation on the 23rd of June, 2024. The previous night, Cody Spiegelhalter's 1-year-old baby ate his marijuana and was hospitalized for seizures. While the baby was on a breathing tube, Cody didn't feel it necessary to report this incident to police, so they paid him a visit instead.
I was in my living room watching TV. I was flat out with you. I was about to roll up the blunt. And I stopped, set it down, went and took a shit real quick.
Okay.
And she ate it.
I know it comes in various strains. What kind of strain are we talking here? Like,
I don't know, just some weed.
Like, is it a medical type? Like,
no, it's
the
not
kind
medical.
you get from those doctors and stuff that are like professionally?
No, none of that. This shit half brown.
How big was this one?
Probably about a gram.
What time was that?
That was probably about 7:38, and I noticed about 8:30. Real stiff. So that's when I called her mom, got her in the truck, and hauled out to the.
Why didn't you call us? Like an ambulance?
I thought I'd get there faster.
Cody was being questioned by police, but he seemed extremely disconnected from the situation. This guy waited almost an hour after his daughter ingested the drugs to take her to the hospital, and every excuse he tried to come up with was completely pathetic.
So about an hour after all that happened, what were you thinking when like you went to the bathroom and it's gone when you come back? Has this ever happened before? Daughter, right?
Yes, sir.
You watch her often?
On the weekends.
On the weekends?
Yeah.
Is that what your custody is? For like weekend custody?
No, we don't have a custody. It's just there's no child support custody.
You're not married or anything?
No.
No.
Going to jail, aren't
I mean, I don't make that decision, but we're here to try and figure out why a 1-year-old's in the hospital. So we have to figure out what's going on with all that. How much more marijuana is here?
I threw it all away, to be honest with you. After seeing that, I don't give a fuck about smoking that shit. I don't give a fuck about it.
Cody seemed more worried about going to jail than anything else, and he couldn't justify any of his actions to the cops. Come to think of it, there's no justification for any of this irresponsible behavior. There's also a good chance that he was lying about throwing the rest of his weed away. What do you think? Is Cody telling the truth? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
I noticed they're doing this around 8:30, and that's when I was probably at the hospital by 9. As soon as I noticed something wasn't right, I hauled out.
How many kids you got in here?
Huh?
Any other kids here?
No, not right now. They're with I got 2 kids total.
So you have a baby mama that's not in a relationship, but you have a kid in common?
Yeah.
No other drugs here?
No.
You mind if I check the house?
Making sure you got food, water, all that stuff that you're supposed to have for children.
Well, I need to go grocery shopping right now.
Well, I mean, if you got a little bit of food, that's you have running water, electricity, all that.
All right, Cody. I'm gonna read you something this time, okay?
The officers had already determined that this father was horribly irresponsible, and he was fumbling at their questions. They then decided to investigate further to see if the home was safe and suitable for his 2 children. But another shocker was on the way.
They come back and he didn't eat all of it, but he ate a good little bit of it.
How much of it was left?
Probably about half out of like, a gram or something.
So she ingested about half a gram of weed?
Yeah, give or take.
And she's a year and a half old?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Yeah,
How heavy is she?
Oh God. She's not a big kid.
Okay. That's a lot of weed for a little kid.
I kind of see she just seems lost and clenched up.
Mm-hmm.
So I called her mom, then got her in the truck and hauled out off.
Why didn't you call us?
I freaked out and I don't know. By the time y'all get out here, I'd be out there. I don't know, man.
You didn't even notify us at all.
I got to the hospital and told them what happened.
No, I shouldn't have to come here looking for you, wanting to talk to you about something that happened last night, which still to this point,
home from the hospital.
You still haven't even tried to bother to call law enforcement in any sort of way. Your uncle had to call us. As a father, you should be the one. You're the caregiver for that child. That is your responsibility and your sole responsibility.
If the man's uncle didn't inform the cops, this horrible event might have gone under the radar of law enforcement. The fact that they heard about it from someone indirectly involved in the incident makes the suspect appear much worse.
You got loose marijuana all around the house, man.
Don't clean up.
You got a baby crib inside of your bedroom. You got a blunt, a half-smoking blunt on the nightstand. 2 of them. You have loose grinder marijuana residue all over the countertop. On top of dog feces everywhere. Dog piss everywhere.
I ain't been home.
Okay, but if you're gonna have a child here, you should clean up after yourself. And
I have not been home.
This is not a livable environment for a child to be in.
The inspection yielded very concerning results. The cops found that the home was in abhorrent condition, certainly not suited for small children. By the sound of it, the entire house was a huge dump, and it came as no surprise that he still had drugs in the house too.
You're being placed under arrest for child neglect. Alright, we're gonna take a walk to my car.
Do you have any other drugs in there besides marijuana? When was the last time you used crack, meth, heroin?
No.
Never?
No.
You didn't overdose last year?
I did, but I didn't. I had a drunk panic attack.
You had a drunk panic attack, okay. That's pretty different than an overdose.
So, to be honest, I was just drunk. I had one little T-bone and I started freaking out. I thought I was overdosing. I don't know. But I don't think I do that shit.
What's with all the shredded tinfoil on the floor?
The dog.
Got it?
Looks like the man also has a drinking problem. This investigation still wasn't over when he was handcuffed and placed in the squad car. And now things were going to get even more interesting.
I know he already asked about harder narcotics, okay? Is there anything in the house you need to know about?
No.
A little bit of cocaine somewhere?
How much weed do you usually keep in the house at a time? Like when you buy it, how much you buy it?
Quarter.
Quarter?
Maybe like 7 grams or so. With me switching jobs and everything, it's just last priority, you know?
Huh. But how often you buy them?
Probably every week.
How much you spending on it?
$50 a week.
Probably got an ounce of shavings just on all your counters.
It's accumulated. Then I rush to work in the morning, I'll pack a cone real quick and then tear out. And same thing next day. And it just accumulates.
From the man's account, his drug habits definitely sound like his first priority. And even worse, it sounds like he has a daily habit. His actions had now caught up with him, but he still didn't seem remorseful or panicked about his poor baby who was still in the hospital.
I'm coming to bail you out right now.
Might be like 2 or 3 hours.
That's fine. I'm gonna have you out before you make it anywhere. All right, I'll have you out tonight. I love you, brother. Don't worry, I got you.
Do you know what the charges are?
Child neglect.
That's a bad one, isn't it?
It's a 3rd-degree felony, sir. When you came out of the bathroom after you rolled up one, what did you see? Was she actively eating it?
No. And there's, a good little bit of it on the floor. Just kind of watched her for a minute and then seen the other day, something's not right. I all that.
You still need to contact us.
Cody's neighbor showed up at the scene of the arrest and seemed suspiciously eager to bail him out and ensure he didn't spend the night in jail. However, Cody would be in jail for more than just one day.
I'm not a bad guy, dude. I'm not. I do everything for my kids. I just up. Just glad she's okay.
She was having seizures.
No, not no more. No, that was that night. She's been good.
That was last night, right?
Yeah. She's been good for the majority of today. They've just kind of been, holding on to her. They had plans to go back up there, but that's not happening.
The man claimed that he did everything for his kids. Everything except keeping a clean house and staying sober, apparently. It's hard to have sympathy for the man when he handled things so terribly.
Urine here for her, and that she popped positive for marijuana. And then Cody told me that he had some at the house, and it had to be his.
Is the baby still at the hospital?
Yes, baby's still in hospital. We're probably going to be here another 2-3 days. They're looking at her brain activity. They said that's looking really good. They did notice her stomach was a little ascended and hard.
Here's the good news. Miraculously, the baby left the hospital without serious lasting issues. Cody was charged with felony child neglect, and 5 days later, he bonded out for $25,000. The conditions for his pretrial release included a no-contact order with his daughter, no alcohol or drug consumption, and random drug testing. Cody requested a public defender for his upcoming trial. On the 21st of May, 2024, Ohio officers received a call from a casino about children being left unattended in a car in their parking lot. The parents were inside gambling, so the officers responded immediately.
I didn't hear anything you just said. What did you say?
I just want to try to get some food. This is my free food offer.
Say that again?
I just wanted to give my kids some food, free food offer.
You went in to get food, but you got vouchers.
It's my fiance's. I didn't do well, go over the cares. I didn't play.
Yeah, well, you guys have been here for 20-something minutes.
What do you do?
You got your ID on?
Okay. Yeah.
Who's your fiance?
My name's Josh.
Josh what?
Devin.
Devin?
Devin.
You guys are all the way from Rushville?
Yeah, I'm really staying over here.
How old are these kids?
7 and 18 months.
What is it?
7 and 18 months.
7 and 18 months? How many are in?
3.
The mother was visibly nervous and rambling when she met the officers, already a clear indication that she knew she'd done something wrong. She probably assumed her 7-year-old would take care of the 18-month-old twins, but that's something only a terrible parent would let happen.
What made you think it was a good idea to leave them in the car?
I don't know, I just wanted to get some food. We're broke. This whole day we would still get food and we'll make money real quick.
What's a good phone number for you? What's that?
Can I please call my dad?
Is he inside?
Yeah, I just met him over here.
Huh?
I just met him over here, yeah.
I thought he was here with you. I thought you guys came together.
No, my dad over here.
So he's in a different car.
No, it's in the same car. He walked over here.
Okay, so
We started a fight last night and we went together last night. We just went back up today.
So you guys came together in this car?
No.
So how did he get here?
He walked.
From where?
I don't know where he's at last night.
So you just met him here,
Yeah.
and you got here about 12:20,
Okay.
and went inside to get them food.
Yeah, but I didn't have any food offers, so I'm not gonna get it.
You didn't have what?
Any food offers, so I couldn't get it.
What do you mean food offers?
They give you free food here.
The woman had an incredibly long list of excuses, even going as far as saying she was trying to get food for the kids at the casino. Their father was also inside, and the woman defended the man, claiming she went there to meet up with him.
You can't leave kids, all of them under the age of 7, by themselves. Yes. You know that. You understand that, right?
It's not right.
It's 84 degrees outside.
The car's running.
What would
The
you
air
do if the car shut off?
When I came right back home as soon as I could, I was about to wait for it. I couldn't get the food right away. Where's the line? I came right back out. All right, honest view.
Check on them. Hang tight for a second, huh?
Nothing else to do?
she says that she met the boyfriend here, or their dad. He's supposedly inside. Can you guys verify that on video? No. Are you with her? Sir.
Even though the woman tried to justify leaving her kids with the fact that she did leave the car running, her negligence still can't be denied. There was no excuse for leaving young kids alone in a car, since a million things could have gone wrong. In the meantime, the fathers arrived on scene.
When did you get there? Last night? How long have you been here?
No, it's not just, I just got to see my just a bit ago. I've been in and out, running around town all night.
Okay. So then she gets down here about 12:20, I guess, and then comes in to meet you. What were you guys doing?
See if we had free play. See if we had any free play.
Okay. So you guys were just in there playing casino games?
Yeah. We didn't get to play, we didn't have any free play.
Okay. Did you know that she left the kids in the car?
No, I didn't know she left the kids out here. I didn't know she left the kids out here.
Okay. Did she tell you they were out here?
No, but if I knew they was out here, one of us would have still with them.
Sure. Right. Okay.
But that won't happen anymore.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
The father's nervous demeanor was immediately noticeable. He denied having any knowledge of the kids in the car.
So I haven't ran either one of them yet.
I ran the tag on my phone. Didn't come back with anything, but it's Indiana temporary though too.
I haven't ran them.
Number.
What's that?
Get the PIN number.
We'll have to.
So I say we hook it up.
I mean, what is it? 90 degrees outside?
84.
84.
It's called running or that.
The car's running. Yeah, they're all free. It's running.
Right.
Regardless, it's still.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't know if it was actually running or not.
Oh no, it's running. Yeah, it's running. The doors are locked. Gas lights on.
Right.
I mean, it's the oldest one is 7. You got a 7-year-old.
I saw the one. Yeah.
7-year-old. 2 18-month-olds. Oh, twins.
Yeah.
So she's freaking out. My thought process is he says he had no idea the kids were in the car. We can't prove or disprove that, but they both said that he did not come here. He was apparently here at a hotel and then met her. She showed up, I guess. I think they said 12:20-ish. Right? So we take her to the child management. Okay. And then we'll release the kids to him. As far as I'm concerned, he can take the car too. So we're going to take you down to our office and go over some stuff with you, okay? Do you have any warrants or anything? Nothing at all? Okay. Is there any reason why the dad cannot take care of the kids while you're dealing with us? Okay. Are you going to be cooperative with us? Okay. If you're going to be cooperative with us, then I'm not going to worry about putting handcuffs on you, but if you're going to be uncooperative, then we're going to have to go that route, okay? Okay? All right. Has this ever happened before? You ever had any open cases through child services or anything? No?
Yeah.
First time this has ever happened. What's your history in Indiana like? No issues? Okay. All right. It's up to you if you're comfortable walking her down with you that, or I can put her in the car and take her down.
It doesn't take rocket science to realize this woman was likely not being truthful. And in fact, the cops would find out that she'd actually been arrested 7 times in Indiana. The father also had a track record of drug charges. So you can probably guess where this was going.
Do you guys have any open cases in Indiana as far as like child protective services or anything like that? Has this ever happened before? Anything like this ever happened before? Do you have any warrants or anything? Nothing at all? Okay. Good. So obviously we're going to leave you with the kids. I have their basic information. Where do they physically live? Do they live with her?
Yeah.
You'll stay with the kids. Okay. Do you need their they have a first aid person here that can check on them. Do you need do you want to have them?
No,
are they okay? We just want to make sure that they're okay.
Of course, the man was lying through his teeth, and even though at this stage he'd be released with his children, the cops now were on to the man.
Are they living out of this car?
Yeah.
You okay, buddy?
Talk to him, bud. It's okay. Talk to him.
You all right? We're just checking on you, make sure you're okay. You're okay? All right.
Yeah, we take care.
Let him just look at this one over here just to make sure. He's living in Muscle.
The officer also noticed that the car was jam-packed with things and wondered if the family was living in their car. In the end, the mother was booked in jail and banned from the casino. The casino confirmed that the couple indeed arrived together, so the man was arrested too later that day. Both the parents were charged with 3 counts of child endangerment. On the night of February 4th, 2023, Orland Park officers responded to a very concerning situation. A woman's car had broken down in a local neighborhood, and her 2 young kids were in the back of the car. However, it was more than just a simple incident of a broke-down car.
Hold on a second. 30, your number is 22661. 22661. You gonna talk to me? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to get home.
Yeah.
My daughters are in the back seat. I want to get home.
Okay, you just ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yes, I do.
You mind if I get there real quick? Hold on, just keep the door open. I just want to talk to you, that's all. Where are you guys coming from? Anywhere good? Hi, guys. Hi. What's your name? You mind if I open the door? Did you have your license?
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay, can I just get your name? That's all. Why are you all upset?
Because I'm trying to get home with my daughters.
I know. I'm trying to help you.
Okay, here you go. Bye.
Josephine, relax.
Bye.
Hold on a second. I have your
I
ID.
want to close my door. It's cold, bro.
Do you want help or no?
Yeah, I want my door closed.
Yeah, well, let me talk to you.
Close my door. What is you doing opening my door?
6 second on
bro?
file.
All right.
If you need
Bye.
it.
Bye.
Leave the door open.
No,
Stop.
no, you filed it.
Josephine, enough. What are you
You're
doing?
a clown, bro.
Relax.
Move.
I'm just trying to
Move.
talk. What is your deal? Don't spit on me.
Move.
Do not spit on me. It's not making much sense.
The woman, identified as Josephine, was uncooperative right from the start, but Josephine showed her true colors when she spat on the officer.
Well, let me get a phone call.
Okay.
Because me and my daughters deserve that.
Okay. Who are you gonna call?
My mother.
Do you live with her?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Have you taken anything tonight?
No.
Do you know where you're at?
Yes, I know where I'm at.
Where?
On 159th and Midlothian Turnpike, something like that.
Okay. Okay. You haven't taken anything tonight?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Well, you're not making a lot of sense, so that's why we're asking.
Okay, well, me and my daughters make a lot of sense in this world, okay? Me and my daughters make a lot of sense in this world, so let me get home to me and my daughters,
Okay.
and we go to sleep, okay?
Okay.
All right, me and my daughters. I don't want nobody touching my daughters or me.
Nobody's gonna touch you.
Okay,
I don't know what the issue
That's
is.
great. That's great. So call my mama then.
Why are you so aggressive with us?
Because you got that right there. Can
What?
you call my mom?
I got the what?
Can you call my OG? Can you call my mama?
What's an OG?
What's up, boo-boo? You ready to go home to Mimi?
You got
You want to go home to Mimi? Y'all want
You
to
wanna
go
write
home?
her phone number down?
Me too,
Mom,
girl.
number if she'll give it to you.
Me too, girl. I'm ready to go home to Mimi.
Josephine decided to share her history of trauma with the officers, but nothing she was saying was actually relevant to the situation. She'd been out of line with the officers from the very start, and things were about to get explosive.
I didn't ask about your gas. I'm simply wondering where your car keys
My
are
car keys are with who it needs to be with. My car keys are with who it needs to be
at.
with.
What does that mean?
It means who they need to be with. What?
Okay, what have you taken tonight?
Nothing at all.
Nothing?
No.
Okay.
Prescribed anything?
No.
No, nothing at
No.
all.
Are you prescribed anything? You look like it with
Hi,
your
Miss
big
Charlotte.
fat head ass.
How old are your daughters?
How old are your daughters?
I don't have daughters.
Good. You have sons?
No.
Oh, well, why are you asking me about my kids?
I'm just making conversation.
Okay,
And
okay.
also, it's a little concerning as to how hostile you are, considering we're the only
Because
ones
these
out
are my
here.
daughters.
Considering we're the only
y'all
ones
some
out here
clucks.
who are gonna
Y'all
help
some
you.
clucks. Y'all not finna
So, do you
help
wanna
me
help
shit. Y'all finna
yourself?
put me in jail. What the you talking about?
For what?
Right, for what? For what?
You're the
For
one saying
what?
that we're gonna take
For
you to
what?
jail. For what?
For what? On what?
Has
On
anybody
what?
has any of us told you that we're gonna take you to jail? So why do you keep bringing it up? And why are you so hostile with us?
Y'all lucky y'all got my door open like this.
What is that supposed to mean?
That means
Josephine refusing to answer questions was already a red flag, and so is her increasingly belligerent and hostile attitude towards the cop. The officers then proceed to talk to Josephine's mother in hopes of clearing things up.
okay. They are not your enemy.
I'm not trying to make them my enemies, bro. I get that I don't need everybody to understand what the I've been through with that big forehead. I understand that shit. I understand that shit.
They don't know what you have
I've been through. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know what I've been through.
Would you be willing to come out here and pick her up, her and your grandkids?
We're in Indiana.
So you can't come to Orland Park right now?
Is she like close to a gas station? I sent her money.
No, she doesn't even know where the keys are.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to come here?
Yes.
I don't think that'll work.
Josephine's mother tried to give her some valuable advice over the phone, but this did little to calm her down. It sounded like her mother was pretty familiar with her daughter's behavior. At any rate, the mother decided to make the drive from Indiana to pick up Josephine and her kids. In the meantime, Josephine miraculously found her car keys.
Pull over your car right here. Stop right here. Found the keys at least. Where are the keys at?
Down below the seat.
Okay. Josephine.
Yep.
You alright?
Yep.
You're like falling asleep.
No, I'm not.
So, you were just falling asleep right there. So we just, hold on 1 second. I just have to tell you something real quick.
Right.
The fire department's gonna just make sure you're okay, okay?
Alright.
So, can you turn your car off for right now?
Yeah.
Can you just turn the key out of the ignition?
Yeah.
Can you do that for me right now?
Yeah.
Right now, before you close the door. Hold on.
When I close the door, it's cold.
Okay. Take the key out of the ignition.
Okay, I will when it's cold.
Do it right now. Do it right now. Hold on.
Okay, so move. What the?
With Josephine becoming more and more out of it as the minutes passed, it was incredibly important for the officers to secure the woman and get the car keys away from her. The fact that she kept slamming the door on the officer was both infuriating and alarming because the kids were still in the back seat. However, that didn't stop Josephine from pushing her luck even farther.
Hey, how long have you been out here? How long have you been out here? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I want to check on the kids to make sure that they're okay.
Right here? Yeah.
What's going on?
It's not making much sense. She doesn't know where she is.
Okay.
There's 2 kids in the back seat as well that we're concerned about too. Because
she's just acting altered, or?
Yeah, and we don't know.
We don't know if it's a mental health issue or a substance abuse issue.
A neighbor called saying that the car broke down and that she came inside the house to use the phone and then she wasn't coming out of the house.
Car's locked. I got the key, but I mean, it's up to you guys how far you want to go.
Hey, Josephine, we're trying to make sure your kids are okay.
Yeah.
Close my door. Close my door. Now, my daughters are cold, bro. My daughters are cold. Close my door.
I know, but you're not.
Close my door. My daughters are cold. I can't wait to be on the news. I can't wait.
Man, what's your name?
The paramedics had also arrived on scene, but Josephine was becoming increasingly agitated with them too. The officer took a few minutes to talk to the young children, who were very obviously terrified and traumatized. Unfortunately, at that moment, Josephine began to start screaming and completely lost her marbles.
Hi, sweetie. I know. Grandma's gonna come get you, okay? Okay, are you hungry? Are you hungry or thirsty?
Yeah, open my doors. What the
Because nobody knows why you're out here all day by yourself sitting in the car.
Because y'all waiting for my emoji to pull up. Y'all waiting for my mama to pull up.
Since
Y'all
2
clown
o'clock?
ass. Y'all some crackheads, bro.
What's your
Y'all
name?
some crackheads. Y'all some crackheads.
What's your name?
She didn't show any concern for her crying daughter in the back seat. In fact, without hesitation, she made the situation even more stressful for the children.
I want to go.
Hey guys. You guys want to go with that out?
No, hey, don't look at him, Zola. You don't know him. You don't know him. You do not know him. You do not know him.
Hey,
You
Grandma's
don't
gonna
know
come
him.
pick you guys
Right.
up, okay?
I know. We gonna go.
You gotta go with that officer. Your grandma's gonna come get you,
Zola,
okay?
ask him why they won't close the door. Ask him.
Hey, Zola.
Ask him, Zola. Zola, ask him. Why would you close the door? Ask him. Ask him.
Because you're under arrest, ma'am.
Talk, little girl. Ask him. Say, why don't you close the trunk? Ask him.
Okay,
ask him.
relax.
Ask him. Ask him. Why won't you close the trunk? Ask him right now. Ask them. Why won't you close the trunk? Why won't you close the trunk? Ask him right now. Mitch, ask him.
I promise, sweetheart. We're not going to hurt you.
Ask him.
Okay?
Ask him. Ask him. Ask him.
You need to step out.
Ask him.
We need you guys
Ask
to
him
get out of
again.
the car,
Ask him
okay?
again. Ask him again.
Stop.
Ask him again.
Stop treating your
Ask him
children this
again.
way.
Ask him again. Ask him again. Ask them, Zoe.
Ma'am.
Stop talking to your kids like this.
Ask them.
In a horrifying turn of events, Josephine started berating her young daughter and screaming at her. She cowardly hid behind her children and yelled at the little girl until she talked to the cops. At this point, she was already putting her kids through pure torture.
I got her. I got her. Kid's leg. It's okay. I got her. We're good. Go right to the front of the car. Right to the front of the car. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Ma'am, resisting like this is not helping. Are we clear? You need to stop behaving this way. Okay? You're under arrest for a multitude of charges. Where's your car?
I'm on the other side of the ambulance.
Did you go to the hospital or did you go to jail? She's gonna.
Medical reason to go to the hospital?
Yeah. She wouldn't answer. She answered. She was in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it somewhere.
Josephine had to be medically cleared before being taken to jail. She at least went without protest this time, and she'd certainly have some time in jail to evaluate her bad decisions. She received multiple charges, including driving on a suspended license, resisting arrest, and battery on a police officer. In Flagler County, on the 15th of September 2021, a man was driving behind a silver sedan when suddenly he saw that a toddler was flung from the moving vehicle. Shockingly, the car didn't stop or turn around, so the man took it upon himself to rescue the child and call the police.
I've never seen anything like that. This silver car, best I can tell, it's silver. Pulls around, and I see the damn doors open, and this kid comes rolling out of it.
He falls out of the car?
He just came falling out of it, slide, rolls all the way over.
And the car took off?
And the car just kept going.
Which way to go?
It
Silver
kept-
SUV pickup?
No, just a caravan of car, just a car.
Did it hit another car or did
No, nothing like that.
God.
My problem is I saw him, I was in disbelief, and I just...
I'm in disbelief right now.
Yeah.
Hey, are you all right, pal?
He's got a little cut. Let me see, buddy.
Oh
He's
my
got a little
God.
cut on his finger.
Hey, do you know your name, big guy?
Can you tell us your name,
Do you know
buddy?
your name, bud?
You can tell us. What's your name?
Chu.
Chu? Okay. You had a hard time telling me about anything.
Yeah.
He or she made a U-turn.
Made a
Right where
U-turn.
that white car is right
Okay.
there. I'm sitting first one in line over there.
Yeah.
They turned, and I thought it was a dent in the door, but it was the damn door open.
And he fell in the back?
And he just...
Signal 14, subject says you may have an
boom over here to
49
the
out
curb.
of
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
And I just looked at him, like I say, just silver car is all I can think of.
Yeah.
This child was extremely lucky that a good Samaritan rescued him, but of course he was very shaken up. Since he was only 3 years old, he wasn't able to provide much information. This incident left everyone speechless, and things escalated even more when the mother eventually arrived.
Where's my son?
He's in the front seat of that car.
How?
He fell out your car.
How he fell on my car?
Copy tag for the parents just showed up. Matt,
How did he fall
you
on
tell
my car?
you tell me that. Was he buckled
I
in?
was sleeping.
Where was your son at?
I was sleeping. He was on this side.
Who was driving?
My brother. He said he said he heard the door open, but he didn't think like.
You want to come get him out of this man's car? He's okay. He's got a little cut on his finger. He's okay. When did y'all realize he wasn't in the car?
Right now, we got onto the expressway, and my daughter was like, "Wait, Poppy, why you?"
It's not. Don't yell at him.
I know.
You want to pick him up? He's scared, and his hand hurts. Okay.
The mother acted incredibly shocked when the officer told her what happened. But how does someone not notice when their baby flies out of their car? Even more concerning was the fact the woman yelled at her kid instead of checking if he's okay.
Have y'all been smoking?
Yeah, I've been smoking one joint.
When?
Like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, and you're driving? 4 kids in the back seat?
I had a window down.
You had your window down? Were you smoking in the car?
Yeah, like one time.
You were smoking in the car with them in the back?
I had a window down, dude.
Do you have any more weed in the car?
No more weed.
Were you driving?
Yeah.
Can we get your ID too? Say it again? You don't have an ID? Locks on your doors? Or they... Oh, goodness. Where's everybody's car seats?
They could wear a seatbelt, right?
Well, you have, that's going to be 4 kids,
7.
and that's only 3 seats. So how many seats? 4 kids for 3 seats? With 3 seatbelts?
They all fit there.
It doesn't matter if they all fit there. How many seatbelts are there?
Oh.
There's 3 seatbelts. Every juvenile needs to be in a seatbelt. So obviously someone's not in a seatbelt if there's 4 kids.
I mean, I just got this car. I used to have a big van.
The woman's younger brother admitted to smoking weed while driving, and it's alarming how he seemed completely unaware of how dangerous that is. The mother here wasn't any smarter, as she didn't even know the kids needed car seats and couldn't even ensure that each one of her kids had a seatbelt on. Talk about careless parenting.
I didn't think that my son would ever do something like that.
I know, but under state law, every child needs to be in a seatbelt at least.
I know
at
that.
a certain age.
It is now. Child lock's on now.
Where are you guys coming from?
I'm coming from Florida.
Well, we're in Florida. Where are you coming from in Florida?
Trying to get to South Carolina.
Okay. What part of Florida are you guys coming from?
Very far. We're
Okay.
far away. Trying to get to South
One by
Carolina.
me, possibly out Florida for a 1027, 1029 feature, please.
Is that?
Okay.
She also didn't seem to know what a child lock is. And on top of that, she tried to pin the blame on the kid and took no accountability at all. The damage to their car proves that this probably wasn't their first reckless incident either.
My question is how do you not realize that the door opens and one of the kids fly out, and then we get on 95?
Because I ain't hear it.
You didn't hear the door open and shut.
I kind of did hear something that was like...
And see a kid fall out of the car? So if there's 4 kids in the back of that car and 3 seatbelts, how does everyone have a seatbelt on?
I think that they did at first.
So my question is if there's 3 seatbelts and there's 4 kids, how do you get 3 seatbelts on 4 kids? It's impossible. And obviously the kid that didn't have the seatbelt on is the one that flew out the car and hit the road, right? He said there was probably a joint left.
The worst of all is that the brother admitted to hearing the door opening, but somehow he didn't think to check on the kids. The man's license had been suspended multiple times, and the excuses he gave were as pathetic as they get. Stupidity was further emphasized when the cops had to explain how 3 seatbelts weren't enough.
All right, and the pills I found in the glove box, the Xanax bars?
The Xanax, yeah, those are my anxiety pills.
Okay, are those do you have a prescription?
I don't have it in my bottle. No, I don't have my prescription.
Do you have a prescription for Xanax in particular?
They give me some type of pills like that. That's for like that.
Has a doctor prescribed Xanax bars to you? That's what we're asking. Because we can check that. We can go on the record.
No,
we can
not
check
yet. No.
So he hasn't prescribed you any Xanax
But
pills?
they prescribe me with pills that are like in the Xanax family.
In the
type.
Xanax family,
Yeah.
but he hasn't prescribed you those pills. Where'd you get those?
I have bad anxiety pills. I mean, anxiety problems.
Where did you get those pills from?
My friend gave them to me.
Your friend gave you those pills?
Yeah,
Okay.
for like my anxieties that I had.
Does your friend have a prescription for the pills?
My
Is
sister.
it his prescription?
Probably do have a prescription of them.
Probably. Okay.
I've been trying to go to the doctor.
The secondary concern that I have is when you guys left Miami, okay, you got four children in the back seat. Their ages on the back seat right now is at 5 or 9, 5, 4, and 3. So that's the concern that I have. The secondary concern is who was the male that was driving the car?
My little brother.
Were you awake when your brother was smoking marijuana in the car? No, you weren't awake
I
when he was
sleeping.
Okay, you were sleeping when he was smoking marijuana. Did you know that he had marijuana on him?
I'm not. No, I wasn't aware that he had marijuana.
The mother's offenses were racking up faster than she was able to comprehend. She put all of her kids' lives in serious danger, but she didn't seem to understand the severity of this at all. She's pretty calm for a mother whose son just fell out of a moving vehicle in the middle of a busy highway.
So your younger brother, does he have a license?
He never had a license before.
Did you know he didn't have a license?
I think that, yeah, he didn't, I don't think, yeah, he didn't have a license. So.
Okay. You're putting your children in the back of the car who don't have seatbelts on a non-licensed driver.
Listen, I love all of my kids. I understand what you're saying.
This isn't the question if you love your kids or not. Okay.
I know what happened was a mistake. I understand. You know, I don't know what you want me to do.
There's a lot I want you to do as a mom for the safety of your children.
I can go buy a purse.
At this time, we're going to detain you. All right.
Over here.
No,
yes.
do this. Walk with us. Walk to the back. Just walk. Walk to that car. I don't want to do it in front of your kids. You go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
I was sleeping.
Because there's many things going on here. Just many things, not just one. Many things that put these kids' lives in danger today. Not just one thing. Between too many kids without seatbelts, without the car seat, no one realized the kid fell out, the drugs in the car. There's a lot of things going on right now. Okay.
Please don't take.
This woman had absolutely no regard for her children's safety. She even admitted that she knew her brother didn't have a license. Somehow, after everything, she was still begging to not be taken to jail.
If you were to go to jail today, your charges would be driving with no driver's license. Okay. I don't know how many suspensions you've had, possibly driving under the influence of narcotics, and also child neglect for having narcotics in the vehicle with the children on there, and then also failure for due cause to make sure that those children, since you're the driver, you're responsible to make sure that they're in car seats and they're in seatbelts. And you basically drove off and let one fall out of the car. So you'd be charged with child neglect. Like I said, we're still doing an investigation. That's why we wanted to talk to you. So we've got to see if this dad comes back to this car.
Yeah. You guys are doing okay in there? Got your puppy?
The young brother seemed to be in shock too at the list of charges he racked up. Or maybe he was just still high from the weed he smoked. Either way, his fate was sealed. The tag on the car didn't come back right either.
At this point, your brother's being placed on arrest for driving with suspended driver's license, felony, possession of marijuana, and child neglect. You're also being placed under arrest for child neglect and possession of the Xanax pills if they turn out to be Xanax, okay? The two of you had every reason or right to either one, put those kids in a car seat or make sure they're properly buckled in, but the two of you failed. I mean, you put your children's life in danger by letting them smoke marijuana and driving like that.
No.
Okay, well.
All right, let me call somebody so they can come get my kid.
All right, here's the deal. Right now, I can't sit with your kids while someone comes from Miami, so I did call the Department of Children and Families. They are on their way to take possession of your kids. But if you give me that name, I will give that name to them.
The woman also looked shocked, proving just how clueless this pair of siblings was. The DCF would now take over temporary care of her children, and while they waited for them to arrive, one officer was nice enough to buy the kids McDonald's.
Step on out, and they're gonna walk you over to the other car. And then there's a puppy in the car too, correct?
Yeah, those are my puppies.
All right, puppies. There's more than one in there? All right, they're gonna go to, we're gonna turn them over to, to our animal control.
Hey, can I pick them up?
Yeah, I'll give him your name. You'll be able to pick them up.
Yeah, in my car. It's not under my name.
Well, that's the problem. The car's going to get towed. It's going to go to the local tow pound. You won't be able to get it out until you bring a valid registration insurance for the car. Because the car is not registered and the car is not insured, so you shouldn't be driving this on the roads.
Okay, all right, it's all right.
In yet another show of terrible parenting, the woman displayed a whole lot more concern about her puppies and her car than her actual kids, the ones who very nearly got seriously injured or run over by other vehicles.
I ain't got no warrants in there.
Are you supposed to have a warrant?
No.
No. I didn't see any warrants on you, but we'll double check that when they do your fingerprints at the jail if you have anything active. Things a little bit differently when you're arrested for child neglect. That's why the Department of Children and Families.
My children.
It's not what we think. It's the evidence that shows you were neglecting your children. Additionally, you're also being charged with possession of a Schedule 4 narcotic.
The mother, Desiree, was charged with felony neglect of a child and possession of a controlled substance. Her brother Jacob, on the other hand, was charged with felony neglect of a child, operating a vehicle without a license, and no motor vehicle registration. He was also charged with attaching a license plate not assigned to the vehicle and knowingly driving on a suspended license. Before the trial, both of them were bonded out for $5,000 each, and they had a no-contact order with all the children. In the end, Desiree received 2 years of community control probation, 2 additional years of standard probation, and had her driver's license suspended for 6 months. Lastly, she also had to comply with the DCF case plans for her kids. Her brother Jacob claimed to be mentally incompetent to stand trial. However, he failed to show up for his mental evaluation appointment multiple times. In turn, he was sentenced to 180 days in county jail and also 36 months probation. Additionally, he was ordered to have a drug and alcohol evaluation as well as an advanced driver improvement course. If this countdown kept you on the edge of your seat, be sure to check out our other crazy countdowns too.